Welcome friends. The question that we are going to discuss today is how Spark internally handles the slow running or the long running task in your Spark application. The Spark handles the slow running task with the concept called speculative execution mode. We will learn through the speculative execution mode through a demo. First of all, we will go through a working architecture of the speculative mode, and then what are the configs that is needed, and finally we will have a demo to understand the speculative execution mode. Hope you will enjoy the video. Let's get started. Let us assume that we have a job submitted in a Spark cluster, and this job is divided into two stages, and the stage is again subdivided into two tasks each. So we have task 1, task 2, task 3 and task 4. We have 4 tasks which is being submitted to worker node 1 and worker node 2, and say for example task 1 and task 2 is submitted to the worker node 1, and task 3 and task 4 is submitted to the worker node 2, and all 3 tasks, task 1, 3, 4 got completed, whereas our task 2 is still running. Basically it is a slow running task, the task 2 is, so it is taking a long time and it is running. If we have enabled a Spark speculative execution mode, then what Spark does is like it will scan for the long running task. Here in our case the task 2 is long running, so what it does is it will again reinitiate the task in some other worker node. It will not kill the job, it will again reinitiate the task in some other worker node as well. So parallelly task 2 will be running in worker node 1 as well as worker node 2. Once the task 2 is completed in worker node, either of the worker node, one task will be killed. See here, if the task 2 is completed in worker node 2 here, so the task 2 that is being executed in worker node will automatically be killed and removed. So now task 1, task 2, task 3 and task 4 got completed. The end result will be again given to a driver program. This is the overall flow of the speculative execution in Spark. Let us see what are the configurations that is required for having a speculative execution. These configurations can be done through a config file in a Spark, or else while submitting a job we can use Spark submit command to submit a job, and during submission we can give this parameters to be set. First parameter is spark.speculation. This has a value of either true or false. By default Spark has a speculative environment as false. We have to enable it as true if we need it. So we have to give spark.speculation equal to true if we need to enable it, and spark.speculation.interval is nothing but what is the time interval through which the Spark engine has to scan for each and every task, and whether it has to decide speculative execution has to be implemented or not. And spark.speculation.multiplier is the number. It should be greater than 1 or else 1. This is nothing but completed task median should be greater than the pending task to initiate the speculative execution mode. Here if you see, we have a median of the completed task as 3 milliseconds, and 5 times the completed task will be 15 milliseconds, but our pending task which is running for 2 seconds, so automatically our speculative mode gets enabled. And speculation dot quantile is the number of percentage of which the completed jobs. Of total of 4 jobs, we have 3 jobs completed, so 75% of jobs got completed and only one task is pending, so 0.75 is nothing but a 75%. So our speculative execution gets enabled. This is the configuration. Speculative mode can't be demonstrated in a local mode, so I am showing a demo in my Azure Databricks cluster. Let us move on to a demo. I had opened my Azure Databricks and also added the configurations to my cluster setup. I will show you. we have to go to this cluster and choose the cluster that we need. I have already chosen, and in advanced option, in under spark config, I have added the required parameters: spark.speculation, spark.speculation.interval.multiplier, and quantile. So this is the parameter that we have added in our spark conf. Let us go to the notebook that we want. This is a code which is written in Scala. It is nothing but just a case class which is being used to create a data frame. Here the points to be noted is we are adding a thread for sleep, thread.sleep for each and every row record, and only for id 5 we are having another sleep where the sleep config for now it is set to 0. We will be increasing it in our runs. So since it is 0, there will be no sleep for employee id 5. Let us run it without any speculative execution mode. This demo is, the first demo is without any speculative execution. So I am running the class. Since I initiated the cluster just now, it is taking some time. Now the case class got defined. Let us execute the statement which creates a data frame, and we are having an action.count. Let us execute it. Now you can see the Spark job got triggered, and we got output as well. Here you can see we have a single job. Within that single job we have 2 stages, and in first stage we have 8 tasks, and in second stage we have only 1 task. And you can see there is no speculative execution happen. We are having only 8 tasks submitted, and each task you can see like it is completed within a second. There is not a much delay. All the tasks got completed within a second. Now let us have our speculative execution happen. For employee id 5 alone, I will make it delayed by 50 seconds. I will execute the case class again, and now let me execute this. Our Spark job got triggered. Here you can see the 7 tasks got completed and only 1 task is remaining, but 2 tasks is running. That is nothing but it is running in 2 different worker nodes. The same task is running in 2 different worker nodes. Let us check once it is completed. Now the task is completed. We can see the same like the previous execution. We have a single job and we have 2 stages and 8 tasks in the first stage and 1 task in the second stage. Let me click on the 8 task. Here you can see index 0 is repeated twice, and there is 2 attempts. One is killed and one is successful, and since we are having a 2 worker nodes, I mean like speculative execution is applicable only if we have 2 worker nodes. You can see the host ID is different. And if you click on the details, you can see another attempt succeeded. That's why it got killed. So basically, the task that is running for a long time, see here, all the tasks got completed within 0.3 seconds, whereas the task 0 alone got still running to 50 seconds. That's why it got triggered in another worker node using a speculative execution. And once the task 0 is completed in one worker node, automatically the other task got killed and the job got succeeded. Hope you learned what speculation mode is with this demo. If you really like the content of my video, please subscribe to my channel and also give a thumbs up signal. Thanks for watching.